What's up, folks? What's up, Marcus? Good to see you. I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm here today. It's been a long day, and so I figured send help. Shut up, Zarnia. Weather Channel says it's gonna get colder. I still need to fix so that you guys can actually see the on-screen chat over there. Hey, it's colder here today. It's only 101 at 6:45 p.m. This AC is not working. I might have to find a way to replace it. So right now I've got my fan in the hallway because that's the closest I could put it. It's actually fine where it is with the small extension cord that I had. And I do have a big window unit AC in the living room, but I think I turn it on maybe once a year because it's just extremely inefficient to run it because that cools. It tries to cool, the kitchen, the dining room, the living room, every other parts of the house that, if I had the money, I would just run it all the time and the house would be comfortable, but it's expensive to run that AC, but I need some cool air coming into this space. So it's running in the living room and then the fan is helping move that air this way. So, and at least now I have a fan kind of directly on me, so that's not unpleasant to have some cool air coming, but it is hot in this office because that window unit is probably completely shot, which is gonna suck, but I'll figure that out eventually. So that was one of the reasons I was late starting today, is I was trying to figure out that and see if I could get anything done with it and then figure everything else out. So yeah, lots of fun there. And I figured we'd have a real chill evening. We're gonna play some Slice and Dice. I might do a Bazaar run or two if I feel like it. I've actually been enjoying Slice and Dice a lot again, and we had a win on normal, and then I went back into hard because that's where I want to be playing so that I can eventually step up to unfair difficulty. And we got to the final boss on a run on hard. We got to the 20th room, which is the boss, the last boss. But we just we weren't able to get through that fight, so we were that close to a win on hard. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. I'm the Voice, and this is the Echo, and today is day 6 of 33 of Operation Echo 2026. We will have a games list up within the next 48 hours. That's my goal. I'm going to have everything collated, posted, linked, and everything, and then we'll start doing some raffles to draw some games for the days we've already had, and we'll do just like we've done the previous 2 years with additional games for all the support for the channel and the community, and me, obviously. And yeah, we'll have a lot of fun. But let's just play a little bit of nice Slice and Dice tonight and enjoy. We're going to go right back into hard. I don't like the greens, so I'm probably going to avoid them. But I'm not going to play basic every time if something else comes up, so... So this forces you into specific level ups, and you don't get as many rerolls, but this feels really bad. I don't know how bad the other curses are gonna be, and this feels really bad. Ooh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Double red, double gray, yellow? Let's actually look at that. All monsters get 1 HP. That just feels like a relatively low curse. Like, that seems easy. First 2 turns, no burst. That doesn't seem bad. I'm just gonna go the HP one. And we're in kind of a more defensive build, so maybe that's contradictory because, you know, they're gonna want... I'm not gonna have as much offensive output, but... Alright, let's see. Sorry, I've got one other thing going that I'm gonna have to pay a little bit of attention to tonight, but it shouldn't detract too much. Alright. Buckle won't be able to stun anybody. Or wallop, but whichever of them has the stun, it's wallop. He gives them a wallop. Yeah, this feels like an interesting defensive-minded party, but with a potential... If you get, like, a Wanderer in this spot... And there are a couple reds that have some big damage potential as well. So she has Cleanse, she has Vitality. She does have some Mana Gen. She's got Mana Gen, and then this is... Growth after use all my side. Wow. And then we have Hemlock. And Restore. Okay. Those don't do me any good. Heals can't be used proactively unless they have something like, you know, Cleanse can be if you need the Cleanse, or Vitality, but... The yellow class, it seems more just like, more like a warrior, honestly. The orange class, the orange heroes are more roguelike in a lot of ways. In fact, they even have, I think, rogue. We'll look at them in a second in the, like the glossary of the game. Yeah. Need a block. I can stun the wolf. I don't really know if I want to exert him, but I think it'll probably be okay. Bard is interesting. But Wallop does have the earliest Undying. Stun is just hard to use because he doesn't have much health. Alright, so let's look. So, orange is your rogue. You know, they've got the rogue-like. And then they have a couple ones like Dabbler, who dabbles in magic, hence Dabbler, Spellblade. And then you have Venom, who goes into poison. So they have like rogue and ranger type stuff with a little bit, tiny bit of magic mixed in. And then yellow is your fighter, literally, fighters. So you have mostly just regular offense and defense with a little bit of cleave and, yeah, somewhat generic in a lot of ways, but, like, you have ones like the Wanderer who are just incredible. A Wanderer might be my favorite. It is my favorite yellow. It might be my favorite in the entire game. Gray is your kind of cleric in some ways. Or paladin. It's a guardsman, you know, it's well, it's your defender, you know. They are primarily defensive in nature, and then they have some utility through stun. And little bit of mana generation on some of the later ones. Not a ton, but they have some, like, the Valkyrie is one of the most useful because of resurrection and undying. Paladin. And then red is your kind of your healer line, your more defensive magic line. Healer, literally. So they have heals, some mana regen, regeneration. They have some offensive, more offensively oriented ones like the vampire line. Wraith, Doctor. So it's poison, heal, vitality, regen. And then your mages is your blue. So you get all your wizard types. And then green are extremely random, varied, odd, and not my favorite generally, because they seem very RNG oriented in my experience with them so far. I'm gonna go Bard, just because Wallop has a tough time putting that stun to use, and that's their best ability. So when it's hard for them to use their best ability, that can be tricky. This is lethal, I die. Well, I'm gonna have to go through the goblin the hard way, because I can't hit the bee with that. I want to get that bee close. Nice, juggled into the bee. That's what I was hoping for. Oh, I can't use this unless the goblin's dead, because I won't be able to hit one of the other ones. I can burst the goblin. Actually, that lets me for sure kill an archer. Gibbs, stop. It's not ideal. That works. Could be a lot of damage coming in on this one, yeah. Okay. Not terrible. We are a very defensive setup, so that should be our, you know, our strength. I mean, that guarantees the rat dies. Nice, no one's dying. But my offense is pretty limited. So I need to look for a red and at least one of the reds and one of the grays that has a more offensive lean. Does Cleanse, Clear, Exert? I don't know if it does, but that's something I should definitely check. Because, you know, I don't know if I've ever bothered to see if it did. I'm not going to find out here, but that is something I am going to try to remember to check at some point. Okay, Priestess is definitely one I like. And it's just a natural step up from the Acolyte in a lot of ways. A little bit less mana regeneration, but... or mana generation. And that means I'm going to try to push the Gardener towards a more offensive side. And we're going to hope we get profit off this Priestess. Because with our heavily defensive lean, Priestess is one of the best we can get. Wow. Just blanked up, huh? Alright. Alright. This does have Cleanse on it. Else. So I gotta remember that. +1 health on all monsters was the one we landed on. So, a relatively light one compared. That turns off his regen, essentially. Yeah, Thorsnor, that wouldn't surprise me. It clears Inflicted Exert, but probably not okay, I could see that. Gibbs, get away from there. I don't need you messing up the internet again. Gibbs, lay down or something. Go out there. Am I happy with that? Yeah, I'm gonna reroll because he could cantrip something. Well, that works. Because, we got a Hemlock on him, his regen is turned off, so... At least he's not pulling away from us. That should do it. It seems like just a simple one that could be useful. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do it here over this. More consistent mana feels good. This might be a turn where, because I'm so defensively oriented, that I just let the blind get away. Or run away. And just not attack with the... Is that what I want to do? Because I could take out an illusion. They are doing weaken. Yeah, I just want the blind gone. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. Well. Nice. I won't be able to kill the shade this turn. I don't have anything that can do that much damage. Hit him with that, and then just burst out his damage. I can only hit him with one person, so... Hey, Pedro. We'll be doing some more XCOM probably tomorrow and for a couple days of the week, but I needed a light day today. Today's just been extremely stressful, and I needed to not have to think quite as hard about anything. I don't really go for collector. A warden is fine, but it's very generic. Yeah, this is one of the times when random might be the choice. I think I could deal with any of the yellow randoms, so yeah. Okay, soldier. Generic, but, you know, generally useful. But I need to keep the yellow a little bit more offensively oriented because he's one of my only offensive options. Yeah, exactly. So, Coviers, they're not flashy, but you can count on them, generally speaking. you know, we're very defensive, but we still have to be able to try to kill some enemies. So the problem here is I might have to take this block because I'm gonna need to try to make sure she stays alive. Vitality. Damn it, no vitality. We're on hard. We almost got a win on hard yesterday, so... another win. I won many times on hard in the past, but since coming back, I have been rusty, to say the least. Okay, we got some offense. Bang. Yeah, we picked a curse. You pick a curse on hard, and this time it's every enemy has 1 additional HP. Which is probably one of the easier curses to deal with, but it does make every enemy just a little bit harder to deal with, so... Okay, this is gonna be tough. I might be able to get the militia to flee from stacked blocks. Oh, wow, if I could stack blocks here, they're both targeting the soldier. We get rid of both militia. Nice. Seems fine. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I looked at it when it came up as one of the options. Alright, it's not exciting, but... It was a little bit wasteful. Put all that damage on only 1 health, but I gotta kill it, so... Yeah, fights like this are trickier. The Bard is, like, almost certainly gonna die. We only need 4 damage next turn. Alright, we got it. Alright, pretty straightforward. Slime Queen, huh? Alright. I don't want Enchanter. I'm gonna random here. Medic I'm okay with. That gives us regen, cleave heal. I don't like renew very much, but yeah, we can, that'll work. Can't really use this anywhere right now. Let's go here. Slime Queen's on the easier end of bosses, generally, so I don't think that'll be too big of a problem. The bard juggling that is actually a lot of our damage right now. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this slimelet, because there's gonna be more, but... yeah, just get rid of that. Yeah, I could turn their gain 2 mana into gain 2 mana! Ah! Huzzah! Tactics! Strategies! Winning! The regen would be great, but we did not get it. I always forget else because it's off an otherwise inactive side. Essentially. Not a flashy turn. At all. Okay. Juggle into the Slimer. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Yeah! That's my boy! He did it! Just gonna pass on 2 block because I'm stupid, I guess. Alright, she's dead. Das Schleimen Queenin. What's up, Chaos? Good to see you. We're just having a chill night of some slice and dice, maybe a Bazaar run or 2 later. Just a super laid-back evening because my day has been shit. The AC in this window is probably dead. So, gotta figure that out. Because summer here lasts till November. I wish I was exaggerating. I haven't gotten the dragons yet, ZX. I actually haven't played any Bazaar in a couple weeks. I wasn't thrilled with the last season too much, so I just didn't, and I didn't have time to focus on playing, so I wasn't playing as well. And I haven't had any time to really watch much or do much with the new hero yet. I'm interested in doing so, but I don't have them yet. Replace soldier with a generated hero? Let's have some fun. Okay. I mean, it's exert, but it's also 5 damage. Shield, cleave, and then... I mean, it's relatively consistent. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I don't want anyone dying, but if they do, getting some mana wouldn't be a bad thing. I might do this, because I'm never using his hammer, because it has to target the highest health enemy, and that's rarely something I can do, and I generally want him for defensive purposes anyway. Let's try to get this fanatic closer to gone. So the fanatic might kill himself on the next turn, or we can get him low enough that he does, hopefully. Double Slimer's a lot of AoE damage, though. Well, I'm glad I put that on the buckle, because he's probably gonna die. Juggle into the fanatic again. Just not quite enough to kill him, so there's no reason to waste the 2 damage on him. Okay. That. You know what? Take that. Don't risk losing it, because that kills that Slimer. I want to get potential cantrips. Huh. Well, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Oh, no. I can't actually kill either of them. Oh, I can kill the Slimer, though. Duh. Duh. So that'll work. This might be another random. Because I'd really like to see something in the Valkyrie side. You know, something more along that line. Yeah. Okay, Cleric is interesting. It's a lot of single cast, but... Oh, it's a lot of damage. That shield landed in the exact right spot. I think it's actually better to do the damage there so that I can get through it and get to the two snipers. Well, no one's dying, so that's good. Nice! Good juggle. Beautiful juggle, in fact. Don't have any triple pipped sides except that one. Huh. I mean, it takes away a blank. Double carrier, double shade. Alright. What's up, Orbital? If I didn't say what's up already. My brain is slow today, so I mightn't have. I'm not one for knowing. Okay, this has cleanse on it, so cleanse all of them. This is the fight where we can be mostly defensive because the carriers hurt themselves and the shades. Problem is, they also hurt us a bit. Maybe more than a bit, even. Okay, cool, that carrier's dead. Nice. If I don't hit the shades, the poison will kill them. If I hit them, they'll be immune. And the poison won't damage them. If I get a stalwart here, I really want a Valkyrie for the other gray. Paladin wouldn't be terrible. Poet wouldn't be bad as an upgrade just to the Bard, but... Repel gives me some damage. This gives me cleanse, though, more consistently. I'm gonna go stalwart here. All right. That's right, it doesn't kill them because they have 1 HP more than they would have had otherwise. Does make the bones a little trickier to kill. Weaken and petrify. Okay, what do I want to do that? Well, that one goes there. Since it's the only thing it can really accomplish with the 1 damage. I guess I do exert here. That's what I was contemplating, is whether I exert or not, but I think I have to. Because she still has 1 vitality as an option. Guess we're using the other single use. Damn, I was hoping I would get... Well, he's exerted, so I wasn't going to get a cleanse from him. Well, we are a defensive build, so it's just going to take time sometimes to get through a fight, and we just have to hope we can keep up through attrition. That kills that bones. I would love to get exert, but if I can kill a bone, or not exert, cleanse, but I did anyway. So I want to cleanse her even if he's taking some damage. Because I need more sides available. It's just miserable when your sides are broken. Alright, that'll work. Yeah. Let's do that damage. It has cleanse 1 on it, so what's cleanse? Regen. Summoning bones. Well, we have a purely defensive turn for ourselves. Well, I guess a little bit of offense with the burst, but more bones. What does the number mean by name? Do you mean this number? Or, like, those numbers are just their level or their tier and then health and stuff? But this number is because this is what's called a generated character, meaning they're not one of the base classes. They're not one of these. They are a generated character which exists in some game modes and rarely in the normal game modes. When you level up, you get a chance to take a generated character. They basically combine a multitude of different abilities. They're generally better than a generic character, but they're entirely random. So they could just be terrible. We got a decent one this time, so. And he's only level 2, so he's gonna rank up into something further. Ah! Shoulder is still in just a lot of pain. I need the cleric to land on cleanse. They did not. Hold on. Here. Just shortened my window by accident. Let me. Okay. Anywho. Because our stalwart is, well, he's exerted right now, but he only has like one active tile. Side. Thing. I really need them to land on that cleanse! Damage where I have it. Since we're not getting much. Not if you are the cause of the exertion. If an enemy puts exert on you, then yes. At least from what I've seen and what was said in chat. More bones. And more bones. Okay, I really need you to land on that cleanse, cleric. But I might have to take this, because I need to block for them. Because they're exerted. Son of a bitch. Ah. Well, that's not great. And we have even more bones now. The stalwart being fucking 4 petrified. And they just will not land on their middle side. Come on. More bones. It tried to land on the cleanse and then it cocked over. The biggest difference in this fight right now is that we only have this cleanse and has not landed on it a single time. And I need to get Petrify off the stalwart. And there's more Petrify. Onto the stalwart. He will have no active sides. Thank you for landing on your cleanse. Fine a fucking lead. Right when they're gonna get hit again. Alright, give me just a second. Right back to the same 2 sides. More regen. Alright, at least it's damage. I need to see who all has how much regen. So they only have 1 regen, 1. They have 4. Okay. Spicy. Our health and our regen is keeping us here, but I really need cleanse. Thank you. Well, in a war of attrition, our group does have quite good metrics, and we're getting there. More bones, though. Oh, except he's dead. Get wrecked, you freaking nerd. I think that, yeah, I think I put that on the vitality. What's up, Lex? right. Woo. He's a wooin'. He's a wooin'. Bang. You ain't getting through my HP now, nerd. I'm not really getting through yours either, but that's not the point. I actually should have blocked her to keep her at full health so that that still had pristine on it. Yep. That's absolutely what I should have done. Stop another wolf from showing up. Yeah, they're a bit low damage, which is not great, but I tend to play a little more defensively anyway, so at least it suits my style. And if we get, you know, we could get, he's only tier 2, so we could still wind up with something much higher out or throughput, which would be good. Yeah, it's slow, but steadily we get there, generally speaking. Honestly, like defensive, but I really got to be in the mood for it. That's fair. I should have taken the 2 damage to kill that wolf, but okay. Should have put the regen on the yellow, but not a big deal. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Nah. It's not one of those. Doctor. Well. That's an option. Yeah. It's expensive cleanse, but it's not something I'm going to want to do on them. I guess the bonus pips are fine. Yeah, when it came up with a generated option, I literally said, well, let's just see. Maybe, you know, maybe it'll be fun. Not quite enough to make the bandit flee. Okay, hold on. Exerting here is going to be annoying, but yeah, I'll just have to do it like that. Tough fight. A lot of damage. My cleric's in the most trouble. Okay. I did not get any offense there. And my defenses might not be enough to keep up with this kind of damage if we don't kill something, like, right now. Alright. Yeah, Cyclops is just annoying right now. But our defensive tools get better as a fight goes, so... because of regen, generally. And that's what I didn't want. Okay. Yeah, like that. Because that gets poison going, so at least even if we don't get offensive dice, we're making headway. See if I screwed myself here. Yeah, I think I did. All right, we're good. Oh, man. Ow. Ugh. Well, those are not good rolls. Okay. Yeah, you're fine to post a link. Unless you post a link that's bad, and then you won't be allowed to post anymore. No, you know, pretty standard stuff. Not quite. Oh, hold on. Okay. Can't do this turn because of how much their damage is spread out. I don't know if I want to double exert. I'm gonna need his defenses next turn. Yeah, this looks rough for us. Oh, man. All right, give me just a second. Got no offense to kill that ghost, which gets to stack 2 poison on the stalwart. All right. We're getting there. We just gotta keep getting there. Honestly, these exerts are just really difficult to use because they take away a defensive tool that I need. I can use them on him, generally, but... Yeah, from an item. Yep. All right, let's see. That kills the demon. All right, we're getting there. Yeah, it's tricky. The first couple turns, we tend to be playing, you know, just fully defensively. Because that's just how the build is, you know, the setup is for these folks. And then after that, we kind of start. Once we stabilize, turn around and do damage. The problem is something that bursts us out before we can stabilize. We're playing a control deck, essentially, and we're weak to aggro. And our damage is just unimpressive. I need the doctor to land some damage. Because it'll mitigate the regen, and then if we do it more than once, get ahead. Yeah, the hand is the one we lost to yesterday. I've beaten him in the past, but not today. Bash is not enough damage. Like, I really want to see, like, a Wanderer there. I don't know if I want Stoic. I really would want to see a Valkyrie here. Even a Paladin would be better, but Valkyrie would probably be the best. I think Stoic's just too soft there, but if I random and I get a bad yellow... Yeah, Poet or Valkyrie are the ones I would like to see. I'm gonna random here. Okay, we got Forsaken, which took away our vitality. Yeah, that would have been decent. Stack regen on the, but I do have a resurrection now. And I do have bind. Yeah, Forsaken gives us a little more damage. But I lost vitality, which works really well with regen. Alright, we'll see. Blood Chalice probably makes sense there. Yeah, because of the self-heals. Yeah, that would be a good call. That I missed. Wow, immediately 3 additional spiders, so we're just having fun right off the bat. And 2 more? Hell yeah. How many spiders? Yeah. Can we... Seriously? It was just like completely stuck. Yeah, I need to land on it. That's a lot of damage, though. Like, a lot. Should have re-rolled that side. Yeah. I need bind, but I don't have that much mana generation. Not really. Son of a bitch. Lot of poison. See, this is bad right now. Because we're already dying of poison. Well, I hate that my offense is basically completely stalled right now, and we're just getting poison on us. Alright, let's see what we can do, if anything. The thing is, I gotta take the region with the doctor to get it stacked up and get it out there. And that means he's not rolling his damage side. But putting his damage side, which puts poison on all of us, is a problem until I get region on everybody. More spiders, at least it's not damage. I mean, directly. It'll be more damage on subsequent turns. We just have to set ourselves up. That's what we've been doing the whole time. Just get your defenses in place. That's how this comp is going to play out. All right. My options for mana generation are pretty small, so... Okay. She's got 3 poison on her. He's got 4. So, do it like that. It's not pretty, but I suppose it works for now. No one's dying. Might be somewhat stabilizing. More spiders. And more spiders. Dude, did you see that shit? It was on 2 spiders, and then it cocked off the other die and rolled to 3 spiders. Fuck you, you cheater! Everyone saw that. Everyone saw your scumbag cheating. It was so obvious. Damn it. Yeah, this is gonna get screwed up. Fucking losing him by 1 health. Because I just locked myself out of a roll that would have been fine. Okay, this can keep him up. It's not pretty, and that's a lot of wasted turn, but... Stalwart's actually got enough poison on him now to come through. 4 again. Okay, summoning spiders is fine. There's obviously a lot of reinforcements. That's not really my concern. I need you to land on your resurrection. Damn it, woman. This ain't like to go well. See, I can't... This is gonna be tricky. Okay, this works. Because that gets me to 4 mana. Oh, this is so dumb. Okay, no, that's fine, because I've used his. Then we go here. We resurrect the doctor. Loses all his regen, but... And then we block here. I don't actually have to bind this turn. Because I don't want it to cost more. Hold on. I've got one other thing I'm having to check on every few minutes right now. All right, let's see. Now, is that the way I want to play that turn out? Probably. Probably. I need to cleanse them because they had like 5 poison stacked up. Actually, go there, because he has 6 regen. Okay, because now we can kill Tarantis without it killing one of ours again. I mean, it technically did kill the doctor, but the biggest annoyance of that is they lose all their... They had 6 regen stacked up, but that's only 2 casts of their regen, so now we just need to survive. Getting an X there is unfortunate, but they don't have a lot of sides right now. Because of their single cast, they go down to just 2 sides. I need a better class there. How do I want to play this? I guess it's relatively straightforward. You have 9 health, and I have 8 damage. That tracks. Alright, that works. Small steps. We want to kill Tarantis before they summon a bunch more spiders, but I also don't want to die, which is more important. That wasn't a question. I wasn't saying which is more important. I'm saying not dying is more important. No question about it. All right. Cleanse this poison. Get a regen on him. And more block. All right. Damage to Tarantus. Cleanse that. Get a regen on yourself. Regen 3, poison 3, regen 3, regen 9, poison 5, poison 2, partially incoming regen 3. All right, block here. Okay. 6 health. Beautiful. Now we just gotta chew through all the spiders. You say, how long have we been here? Yeah, a while. It's been a long day, baby, ain't that right? I'll just kill that one. Gonna be a lot of incoming damage, so this isn't guaranteed, but with our tools, we should be able to get there. That's a really good one right now. Nice. Yeah, because that just saves everybody. Straight up. Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me? No, no, no. My poison's gonna do big work here for a couple turns. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That'll work. This was killing Hell Pit Abomination, but instead of clan rats, it spawned plague monks. Yeah. Well, next turn, 7 of them die. So that's pretty good. This fight took a while. I mean, to be fair, this run has taken a while because that's the way we fight. We make every fight long and hard. Giggity. We got there! Watch us die immediately. Yeah. Basilisks. At least we've got cleanse. Yeah, we can actually do things now. Huzzah! Uno momento, por favor. My favorite in game is probably the Wanderer. Or the Prophet. Those are probably my two favorite. The two that I've had the most success with as well. The Valkyrie's up there. So I have a few. There's a couple I gel with. Let's just get rid of that shade right away. That worked too bad. Ah, no cleanse. That does it, right? Nope, not quite. Almost, though. Well, I guess it does. I had taken Poet here. Cleric definitely feels like one of our weaker ones right now, so... right, give me just a second. All right, before we get into this fight and the end of the run, I just need to take a quick restroom break because we've been live almost 2 hours and I haven't stood up. So I'm going to stand up, stretch, move around. I'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll continue with the conclusion of this run. We got 18, 19, and then the boss. So we'll be right back. All right. I was gonna say, are we gonna have no offense? We got some. Right. You can put paint on an enemy too. And then whenever they use their die, and they don't have a choice but to use their die in a lot of cases. Like, the AI can't choose to not expend a die if it lands on it. Whereas the player can just skip a die and not use it. Alright. Keep that mana, because it keeps the charged mana for that. I could have had more mana for this, but it doesn't matter because it just doesn't make any difference. Okay. Yeah, that feels like the best place for that, given what I'm working with. Yep, and that's exactly why. Yeah, I'll take that. Because then the Fanatic's dead. I can't get through that HP with an ability, but I can get them both up to that point. Triple summon. Wow. Dick. Could have just held the mana. Tough. And they've got a reinforcement. That's a lot of damage. That's gonna be tough. Very tough. Well, we can survive. One of those ones where I don't think we're catching up as quickly as I would like on our defenses. Not having vitality sucks. Their damage is more spread out this turn, which might give us an in. Gotta get rid of the demons. Oh, so close. Yeah, do it like this. Oof. That's a lot of damage. Come on, poet. He inflicted pain on himself with that. We might be screwed here, because that's going to get him. Okay, so here, here, here. Okay. I gotta kill this imp somehow. I don't think I'm gonna be able to because he's not doing any damage. That doesn't help me. She's gonna die. I can't have her die because she's my resurrection. Oh, that's annoying. So close, man. It is fight 19, yeah. There's nothing I could do about it. I needed her to land here or here. Or even here. That one damn M. Alright, give me just a second. Pain and self-heal, but it's also a lot of damage. And I can make that work. Because it's basically a wash. But if she kills something that's targeting her... Alright, gets through that tricky piece of HP. Okay. Making headway. Good amount of damage from them. Tricky. Shit. Okay. I probably need a doctor to land on his poison side, but I need enough health and regen that we're not going to die to our own poison. Save the mana. I think we're really hoping to see Wanderer in this spot for our final. All right. This is tough. We are getting there slowly. Well, until he starts spamming out more bones. And then we ain't getting nowhere. Everyone's got 6 regen on them. Got some poison on them. We got there. Stalwart did die, though, before going into the final fight. Ah! I guess leader. Yeah, random. Because what else am I going to land on? So it won't be eccentric and it won't be leader. I could get wanderer, obviously. Veteran would be consistent. Curator would be better. Captain would be meh. Bash would be meh. Brawler would be usable. Barbarian would be usable. Okay. I mean, it's not fancy, and we're up against inevitable, so this ain't gonna be great. I think we probably lose here, so just because inevitable is pretty good against what we want to do. I considered it, but I'm gonna leave it where it is. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go well, but not much I can do about it. I knew that was gonna happen. Don't do it again. I just fully expect we'll lose here, so I'm gonna do my best, but or I'm gonna try at least. Well, those pretty bad rolls. There's no chance. All right. Just needed to see how it was going to play out. I just needed to see how the numbers were going to end up. A lot of damage. That's probably it. I gotta take a chance we can get another one of those. Okay, that's better. But is it enough? For now it is. I need to use Clink on a turn when I have the poison available. Too much damage. Okay. we're good in a long fight. We just might not be this good in a long fight. Case in point. Especially with exertion on us.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, we're dead. Yeah. It's just not enough. Problem is we can't do shit this turn. Yeah. Alright, well, it was a fun run, but... frustrating, but that's how it goes. The problem is no one else can resurrect. So... if I had the mana somehow, man, and could bind her, we'd have gotten there. But, well, maybe. Oh, that's frustrating. Gibbs, do you have to lay right in front of the fan so that none of it is reaching me? That's kind of rude. All right. That was a long run, too. Well, I can just say I've been live for 2.5 hours, and that run started 10 minutes into the stream, so minus my break, that's a 2-hour run. Every boss fight took ages. Tarantis took like 15 minutes. So... I'm trying to decide if I have it in me to do another run, because that was very draining. Yeah. We just, we had 2 bosses that just summoned over and over. Well, all of them, you know. Even the final boss just summon. Alright. I don't think I was specifically planning on FTL tonight, but maybe we'll do an FTL run. Alright, let's see. Why are you not launching? There we go. Okay. Rock B.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I'm gonna go one jump before the store. That's a breach. They do have a clone bay, though. Crew kill on the first fight. La Potential. They responded to it immediately, which makes sense, but they just left the room, which means they must have put that fire right out. Double fire. They're not repairing their O2, though. Triple fire. They can't put that out. Now, he cloned and ran in here, but that's 4 fires. Or it's... Yeah. And they'll all suffocate. I should heavy pierce the clone bay. They won't be able to repair everything, but... Nice. Alright, we got a crew kill on the first fight. Didn't reward us a whole lot, but it's a crew kill. It rewarded us with their dying screams. I can get my second shield bubble basically right away. I don't need to with such immediacy, but it's an option that's immediately available. Demand the surrender of their goodses. We're gonna let him teleport back to his ship. I might screw myself out of this if I'm not careful. I need this to land in their piloting. Because... Oh, come on, come on, come on. That's so annoying that he can enter the piloting, and even with 2 fires active, he can man the piloting to jump away. So dumb. Like, the whole fucking cockpit's on fire, but he's like, yeah, we're just gonna bail. Intervene and defend the outpost is a possible double reward. Wow, they hacked shields. That's actually a bummer. Okay, hit. Alright, we're good. Oh my goodness. It's an auto hacker, not a scout. Stop fucking dodging me. Now you can't dodge shit. Stupid ass. Nice, double reward. Give them the fuel. Reactor upgrade's not bad. We need a stoa. Okay. I'm gonna attack the pirate. Just give me a second. Oh my goodness. Man, it's just been a day. One of those days. Ooh, double fire. Get wrecked, nerds. Damn it, I missed something I was trying to pay attention to while I was here with you folks. Not a big deal. That's a small reward. I don't know if this buys me an extra jump or not. It might. Oh, I have an allied ASB. Well, that's good, because I can't get through their shields in a traditional sense. But they have nasty weaponry. I need this ASB to hit them really well. It hit their O2. Of all the rooms that it could hit, it hit their fucking O2. We're just about to take a absolute beating here. Seriously! Literally any of the other rooms would have been better targets. Any other room would have been better. It hits the two rooms that make no difference to the actual damage we're taking in the fight. Well, I wasn't paying attention to what quest it was. I just accepted the quest. I'm a bit too unfocused to have been paying direct attention to it. I should probably jump away, but I'm stubborn as hell. Yeah, it's not a high chance. Are you kidding me? Well, we'll just start a new run, I guess. Maybe I'm not in the headspace for FTL. I don't know. I'm not jumping away. I'm at one hull. Just fucking kill me. Yeah, that's a maximum roll. You can't face a harder ship, generally speaking, in Sector 1. Even on that quest. Like, that's as hard as it gets. And then the ASB never hits a meaningful room. It hits their O2, and then it hits their medbay twice. Ugh. Well, that just kind of killed my enthusiasm for an FTL run. Not gonna lie. Oh, damn it. Well, maybe I'm gonna do what I was saying I might before anyway. We'll be back to some XCOM most likely tomorrow, and maybe some Battle Brothers later in the week, so there'll be plenty of the usuals, but... I was just gotta update real quick. It'll only take a second. Come on. That's so annoying. I guess it's gonna take its sweet time. There we go. Give me a second while this gets ready. Shut up. Are you gonna launch? Son of a bitch. All right. I'm gonna be extremely rusty. It is taking its time. The update's not that big, and it already downloaded it. Alright, I haven't played it all this season. I don't have the new heroes yet, the dragons. I haven't played against them at all either, so... let's just screw around with a Karnak run. I'll probably wind up in a fatigue line again. It has not been strong recently, but it's my first run of the season. We'll see how it feels. I'm gonna take 4 gold.
Cast aside your destruments! Your aura guided me to what you needed.
Does this beat? It beats the Viper. I don't know if it beats the Happy Camper. I think it does.
You're trapped.
It's gonna be close if it doesn't.
But I can show you how to get out.
Looks like it should be fine.
I don't ask much.
Yeah.
I just
Not by a
wanna
ton,
live,
but by enough.
but they'll never let me.
Alright, give me just a second. Something's up with my display. Maybe they've changed something in the patch. Give me a moment while I see if I can... Uno momento. Okay, that looks a little better on my end.
They aren't
I don't know
your
what's up with
weapons
it,
of
but
war.
okay,
I've got a
Uniboo's good.
feeling about you. I know you'll treat them right. If you get in a
Guess I'll take
fight,
Flying Squirrel
they'll
for
want
now.
to help. Just try to keep them safe.
Ugh. Probably just the knife, just because it's some income, some economy. Tinderbox is interesting, but I'm not really looking to go into a weapon side of this build.
You have plenty of food, right?
That's the
And a
vendor I
cooking
want to
bed,
see.
And plenty of toys.
Not the items I want to see, though.
Leave a scar? Nothing a tattoo won't cover.
Okay. Okay, let me figure this out. Okay, Dryad's gone. Pants.
The more you get hurt, the more we can hang out.
Meat.
Try not to almost die every day.
And then when the board expands, I can put on Yarrow Pace and the Flying Squirrel. Like, this is going to be better for... Yeah. For day one.
If the creature takes over.
No idea what the meta looks like right now.
After I break
Like I said,
all
this
your
is my
stuff,
first run of the
I'll
season,
be
and I didn't
happy
play for the
to
last
help.
2 weeks of the last season. I got Legend, but I didn't play all that much. Well, she's got the scaling air pressure rifle, which is probably going to outscale my defenses too much. But, well, it's not scaling that quickly. With my multicast on Uniboo, I think I'm going to get there. It's gonna come down to when this hits during the sandstorm. But it didn't break through my shield.
Wanna hang out and
That was
talk
very
about
close.
facial extenuators? Oh.
Alright. That's one. Non-weapon items.
Cast aside your deathstruments.
Okay.
I can feel
Makes
our
the meat faster.
energies Resonating.
No, it doesn't give pelt for the fight, but this hastes a friend, and I needed the Unibu to be faster for that fight. Because I think that's the only thing that helps me get enough shield stacked up there. So... It gives a pelt against monster fights, not players, though. I didn't have any cash, so take the regen, or the free item there. Yeah, I'll still beat Covetous Thief. It's more gold opportunity, more opportunities for better income from Covetous Thief. Better money. Money!
We'll remember your face!
Eh.
Every hunt is a new lesson.
I'm gonna take the hell.
Size dilutes the brain. Mine is highly concentrated.
Okay.
As a child in the woods,
Because I already had one.
sharp sticks.
And same thing here.
This is better.
Okay.
Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
I hunt monsters, not people. But for you, I'll make an exception.
My fight isn't with you.
Double shield and a medium weapon. Is that Ramrod? No. I don't think that's gonna scale enough to beat me, but I might be wrong. I guess with the silver seashell, it scales better than I thought. And the problem is I have to survive their damage while also out-tanking their tank. But... with the double cast? With the multicast on Unibu? It's gonna be close, but they're gonna hit me hard here. Yeah, they've got just too much shielding off of that. Wow, that's surprising.
Predictable. You move
Silver
in
Crusher
straight
Claw,
lines.
silver turtle shell, and the barrel. Alright. I don't think that's a particularly strong build, and I think it loses to anything that's not fatigue like me.
Size dilutes the brain. Mine is highly concentrated.
Some hunters would call these weapons unsporting. But I don't hunt for sport.
Probably should have had the Wild Root Amulet on board instead of the skinning knife, hunting knife, whatever it is. Well, that's not terrible. Day 6 expedition
One
ticket.
pot sulfur, 2 pots. Was it bismuth?
Probably shouldn't have re-rolled here. I'm not unhappy that I did, though.
Would call these weapons unsporting, but I don't hunt for sport.
I'll take it, I guess.
Whatever doesn't kill me makes me happy.
I actually think I have to do the Unibu for now, since it's currently my only scaling. The game is definitely not pay to win, and I don't think the game is dead at all, so it is neither of those things. In my experience. And I've been hitting legend every month that I've played, so I mean, I'm relatively capable of speaking on the
Whatever
game.
you want from me, it's not what you'll get.
In 100 years when you are dust, I will remain.
I think I'm gonna be okay here. Yeah, he's not scaling his offense. He's stacking it, but he's not scaling it, so we've got this one. Yeah, his regen won't do as good as my shield during the sandstorm.
Just behind the veil, my family waits for me.
He could have Karst.
Remind me of seeds. Acorn.
Also have a Unibu.
Grand Society of them. Mister. Anyway.
You know,
thanks.
I've been playing with Aurora Vista a few times, and I actually think there's a lot that can be done with that. Do I want to shift to that? Just for fun. Because I'd basically wind up selling these two for it. So we're not playing against AI. I mean, so one of the fights, at least every day, is against, but that fight we just did, that's against a player's build. It's not against an active player. When you get to a day, your board is snapshotted and saved and then put into a pool of boards, and then when someone else gets to that same day, they play against your board. You just don't, it's asynchronous PvP. This is interesting. Okay, I think this is objectively worse right now, but potentially better later.
GSMM manual, page 320. Don't let feelings blind you to profit. This is a gift at any price.
So Aurora Vista gives your heal items, or it has crit chance, and your items have heal equal to this item's crit chance. I have some crit scaling with Warding Glyph, and then whenever you heal with any item, you shield for that amount. Heal, 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 all rapidly, so it's not as consistent as Karst, because Karst speeds up your rage cycles dramatically and generates consistent shielding more than this does, but I have had some success with Aurora Vista. and I'm interested in playing it here to see what we might be able to do. I'm actually going to go for the XP, and I'm going to spend the gold. I'm going to guarantee the XP and maybe get more gold. Looks like I might get the gold. Nice. Sweet. All right.
Top quality. Pro level.
Gotta be Boiler Room Brawler for the potential Day 6. I can beat the Juggler there, but the Day 6 ticket would be... And, Bagpipes is particularly good with Aurora Vista because it helps generate your rage and it heals very rapidly, which keeps triggers happening. What I need here is an Eagle Sigil, or what I really need is the skill Combat Medic, because that would scale crit here continually.
Tougher than you look.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of scaling from Warding Glyphs, but I need more. That's what makes Aurora Vista work. When you use a tool, items adjacent to it gain 3% crit. This is the other reason for Bagpipes. Bagpipes is a tool, so this gains crit now. Water Skin can't crit, so I can't really do it this way, because Water Skin doesn't actually heal. It heals when this item goes, and I can't... I could do it like this... I wonder if this is better. No, you really need the Stretch Pants firing. No, the shielding from this can't crit, but its crit chance scales the healing of all your other heal items. So when its crit chance goes up, everything on the board scales, and because it shields for the amount they heal, if they crit while healing, that amount is converted into a shield. It could be that Flying Squirrel comes off, or goes here for now. We'll try it, we'll see. But yeah, Flashy Mechanic's a good one there, because it gives me at least a little bit more crit scaling, which is exactly what we're talking about. When you are enraged, they gain 20%, but that doesn't stay once rage ends. I want Combat Medic, ideally. Combat Medic.
When you're ready, I'll say it's Orlin.
When you heal or regen, an item gains 3% crit. So.
Cast aside your death.
Now I will put this back here. And that's 10% more crit on the rage.
I'm glad you bought this.
Alright, I need pants to get off of bronze. That's a problem right now. I don't think there's anything from Lick It that I care about. I don't care about one of the treats. Well, that's just a horrible curio.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that find on. That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
Did I do that brawler fight without my... I did. I'm an idiot.
Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
I mean, soap's interesting, but I'd have to have a way to get it ammo, and it's not something Karnok can really do consistently. I'm gonna pass on it.
If I knock you down quickly...
Not without other items on the board to reload, and I don't really have room.
Let me know what you think.
They're one item short, and they're down a level? At least one level. Yep. Well, I should win here. Yeah, it is a good accelerator. Yeah, crit chances. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't you know? That's pretty solid if we can get the pants upgraded and the bagpipe upgraded.
Is it a faulty differential spring? Huh?
We are definitely doing okay. All right. Just a second. Un second. Monster fight? I don't know if I beat Bob here because of the way he scales. I don't know if my defense gets in place fast enough. I guess it's a good test for the build. Well, he's not ramping as fast as I expected he was going to, so... yeah, we're gonna be okay. He'll never get through our shield at this point. Because I only have 3 items that can gain crit from Combat Medic, they scale really well. Combat Medic is so big with Aurora Vista. Probably the most important skill to get. The next most important would be improvised shielding.
Sometimes I enjoy it.
I did another fight without my knife on, because I will do that for the rest of the run. I'm probably just going to sell the knife, because I'm going to keep forgetting it. And it's only bronze right now.
Oh, hello. I mean, welcome to my business.
Some of you got an Aurora Vista, you do not. No, I haven't sold it yet, but I might sell it right now.
Oh, look.
I'm gonna keep forgetting it. What I'm gonna do is this, actually.
It's smaller than Quixel.
So I'm thinking about furs here, because I could drop the squirrel and even the water skin for the furs. I just don't know if that's better. Because it very distinctly could be. Because this is another scaling vector, and it charges off crit, and we crit a lot. I think bagpipes has to stay, but maybe it goes in instead of bagpipes. No, because bagpipes is giving us the scale, more crit scaling. That's kind of an important piece right now. Alright, well, I'm mostly experimenting and having fun. Let's see how it feels. Because I can put this here now for crit scaling. We'll see how it feels. This won't be much of a tell because he doesn't do any meaningful damage, but... and he's gonna slow us down. Like a dick. I'll be slower to start because I don't have the squirrel. Also, the damn atomic clock artificially slows this down, but... the one thing that water skin does, though, is fuel combat medic a lot faster. You know, I could probably lose the warding glyphs. Because I don't cycle rage all that quickly.
This world has strange folk, strange ways. And I'm learning all of them.
Excuse me. Maybe furs just isn't the fit for this, but that last fight's a really bad gauge because of it just slowing us down. Of course, an enemy could do the same thing, but that's not very likely.
I'm a people person, and
Not to that
sometimes I say
degree.
stuff. Maybe I should lower my prices.
The world is pretty scary.
That
To
helps.
survive, there's no such thing as overkill.
See, this is probably better. Karst gets you the extremely fast rage cycles, which makes stretch pants do everything that they need to do. Well, even against poison, because this doesn't actually heal that much. Most of your healing is still coming from here. I'm gonna try for a win and just go for the route that is inarguably more consistent.
Please. I don't want to do this.
Armadillo? Race Carl. Only one item on my board is capable of critting, so every combat medic one scales this to 100% crit very quickly. Because this can't crit, and these can't crit, and this can't crit, so... The problem is he's got a lot of shielding too, so... But mine is scaling decently, but... He's got 25,000 shielding because of that brick buddy. I'm getting rid of his burn. I think we got ahead of it. I think I'm ahead now. Because he's not critting. I don't know if this will time out. I'm either winning or we're tying, but I'm not losing. He might, I think he probably has enough shield to time this all the way out. But I'm not losing, so. Oh, his shield is going down, though. He's about to get a big chunk, though. I think he's gonna die before it times out. Yeah. And I had 137,000 shield, so yeah, I was generating just a bit more. Not gonna lie, he had me in the first half. Almost a day 5 timeout. Yeah, that's crazy. That is a very rare one. This is kind of like the defensive run we just had in Slice and Dice. Every fight is slow because you're just waiting for it to end. Our offense is patience. All we need is just a little patience and a couple 100,000 shield. Yeah, a decent enchant. Turbo is probably the best. Turbo Karst. But if I can get an offensive enchant, like Toxic or Fiery on the pants, that gives us a damage vector. Everything will be just fine. All we need is
What am
just
I?
a
Yeah,
little
I mean,
patience.
Excellent choice.
That slows me down a little bit, but because of the rage cycles, I'm not really concerned about being a little bit slower. And getting the scaling freeze is really good. It does mean that the Snow Wisp can take some of the crit scaling from the pants, but I don't need to scale past 100%. When I was running Aurora Vista, you want to scale past 100%. But here, I just need to get to 100%. So... So bagpipes are a tool, but the water skin isn't a tool. A water skin is far more a tool than bagpipes are. How are bagpipes a tool in any way? It's an instrument.
How'd I get rich? Oh, you know, investments. You don't earn my respect, you buy it.
If he has a silver karst, I can buy it.
This is talking.
Unless it's on page 2, and then I can't. Son of a bitch. Okay, I have to consider here what I'm doing. Because getting karst would be good, but I'd have to sell something. Like, I can sell these, but I'm 2 gold short. I might just sell the Snow Wisp. Because getting this upgraded is, I think, more valuable right now. And I have chances to get Snow Wisp back.
I was 5 when I learned to sharpen my blades. 6 when I forged my own.
Yeah, the Bazaar is a crazy place, right?
Heart them, creature.
No promises.
The Bazaar's a crazy place, right? Your mom's a crazy place, right? His damage is too fast. He has fucking karst on dually, so... Hold on, though. Hold on, though. Hold on, though. Hold on, though. Wait a moment. Wait a minute. Come on. Come on. Armadillo karst is disgusting, by the way. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, so close. If I still had my flying squirrel, I win this fight. But gold karst on dually on day 6. Like, with armadillo. Bullshit.
I'm afraid of.
Why does Lufu set himself apart? We Sphinxians must work together.
Well, I can't re-roll, so...
Soon I think you will be ready for Adira's training.
I wish I could go to Herma, but I'm not going to be able to afford anything, so... Can I go back now that I have the... Alright, Unibu. Don't give me karst, because I already have a gold. But give me that Snow Wisp. If I'd had my Snow Wisp or my, freaking squirrel, I would have beaten that dually. We have 1 karst, yes. But what about 2nd karst? Don't think he knows about 2nd karst, Pip.
Sylvia and I. Oh, silver.
Make my
gold,
pants better.
Yes. And
Improve
only
my
monsters.
pantaloons. Ugh. Vendors. Come on. So you can have everything. You're back. Back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend. It's not an item I want, but it's better than the succulents right now. This is the first game I've ever played against them. I don't even know what they build and how they play, and it doesn't matter because I don't build
bullies than you in the orphanage.
with my enemies in mind. I just build. See what happens. They have sharp corners. Drag racer, and then they have some ability, tempo or something. I don't even know. Yeah, tempo. I don't know what it does. Well, they've got some slows on us. They're charging their car. Yeah, it looks like we're just a little too slow because of their slows, but... maybe not.
Mama Bear always says
We caught.
it's not about being perfect.
I disagree with that, actually.
I'll take it. I will take a diamond scrap. Do I put it on Karst or the pants? The pants can crit. Karst can't. A lot of shielding. I can beat the dragon unless it stacks all the charge onto one Fire Claw. Alright, let me just take a fight that I know I'll get through. We'll hit level 10 before the end of the day, as long as we win the fight. So, no reason to take a risk on a fight. Now that's a lot of shielding. See what I did there?
No fair! I wasn't ready!
I wasn't ready. Yeah.
Master craftsman. Me? Try my best.
Sharp arrows mean quicker kills. No need for the prey to suffer.
Ugh. Mossy gives me a second layer. Restorative on Karst is fine. I'm gonna put Mossy on the water skin. That way I leave Karst and the pants open for a better enchant, like Turbo or Toxic or Fiery. I'm debating between Hidden Lake and medium items here. Because obviously medium items could be very good because I could get diamond pants, I could get gold furs, I could get some apple bottom jeans and boots with my furs. But I think the shorter enrage is what I want. This is better with Aurora Vista than this, but with Karst and the faster rage, Warding Glyphs is better because it gets me to 100 quicker, and that's all I need is just to get to 100.
I must warn you, I am more than I appear.
You are a child to me, and I will punish you.
Is that a goop flail? Wow, he's got a diamond goop flail on day 8. And I'm not... Well, I do have some mossy, so maybe that helps me enough against the poison. Just to blunt it while the heal catches up. It's a lot of poison, though. No, it's just gonna...
Another step
fucking
closer
annoying.
to the formula of life.
What's he on, 3 wins? Yeah, it's not even a good build. It's just lines up well against me. Diamond Goop Flail on day 8. I guess when you get lucky. If you can't get good, you gotta get lucky.
Small things remind me of seeds, acorns. Is it because I talk too slow?
Garbage.
I'll show those stumps back home. I'm gonna be a business tree. Where's Midsworth? Oh, did he see me close a deal?
I don't actually know if I win any of these fights because this transform an enemy medium into 2 small items. It takes away the core of my build. This scales dramatically on damage, and this scales dramatically on damage. I think I lose any of these, potentially.
You want to give my shop business? Well, that makes me angry.
Poison might get us there quickly enough.
You punks and your electro-quantum reactors. Give me a
Alright,
straight
that works well enough.
cylinder and I'll get it sane.
When the hunt goes this well, maybe too much meat.
Alright, hallucinations.
No two hunts are alike. You need to stay flexible.
Now we're kind of playing on luck ourselves.
Everything's more beautiful covered in
Man sharpened claws. Kate's are impressed.
Alright.
I will try to be gentle.
You remind me of someone I fought last century.
I really appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. I know it's not as exciting as a lot of our normal stuff like XCOM, but today was just a brutal day, and I needed something just a little bit more relaxed and a little bit lower key today. I'm gonna die to this Plague Glaive. We might hold enough, but we need to cleanse more of that poison. Can we get there?
Change begins in the heat of the crucible.
I will take it. He killed himself with his own poison. more than I did, you know.
Come with no weapons, leave with big bargains. You're not ready to accept the light, and that's okay.
Fairy Circle can give us snow wisps, fairies. If I wanted to go back to Aurora Vista, it would be there. But I don't think I'm going to. It's just, it's there. Yeah, hallucinations is giving us damage frequently enough that that'll push through.
Good hunt.
Obviously, that's a super easy PvE fight, so it doesn't really matter.
Not gonna find this stuff in any of them legal. This ain't Gigamark, mate. Quick browsing the shelves.
Getting closer to the answers. Sketching a map in my mind.
Mediocre.
Do you have any really small...
Got a karst upgrade, or a pants upgrade, or a furs upgrade? You ain't got shit for me, Barcoon!
Master merchant.
Something sleeps within me. Don't wake it up. I've been tracking you across the Outlands. Your
Diamond
scent
small
is
without... Is that
strong.
singularity? Nope. Wow. And it's a 65% crit, so I'm probably just dead. We'll see, though. Okay. Come on, get there. All right. We stabilized quickly enough. And then we got toxic off hallucinations, so
Chaos.
we got it on multiple items as well. I thought he was gonna have me there, but if he had Diamond Claymore, I'm dead.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it. If you want something big and ugly, go see Paul.
Fairy Circle again. We keep it simple. I get to my first rage pretty quickly, and that's important. Because that speeds up the whole cycle, because we're only enraging for 2 seconds. So it's in and out, and that stacks the pants. And that makes everything happen. Makes the happy haps. Alright. Shiny. Shiny fairies.
They pay me for this. They can't. 38 years, 20 planets, thousands of kills. And I'm still learning.
Pants to the core. Karst is pretty important, but now she's gonna have pants because she can't sell Karst. She could sell furs though. Okay, these are items. They are in fact items.
As I wish I didn't.
Items are good. We need items. All right. Furs?
Nothing tiny, nothing huge.
Furs?
All about moderation.
You ain't got no furs, lady.
See that mountain? That's Pole. He might have what he
Dually.
needs.
Lots of dualies. 6 wins, prestige broken. It doesn't show that the crown is broken, but they have 0 prestige. They've broken. That's been the way since the last patch. I don't know why they did that. Damage, damage, damage. No shield, no poison, no heal. So it's just charging damage. Yeah, that might just beat me. So dumb. He doesn't even have that high of a crit chance, and he crit quite a bit. He's on 28% crit, and he crit like crazy. All right, Turbo Karst. That makes a big difference because it accelerates the entire board so much, because every single activation on our board now triggers Karst. There are no max health items I want. Wild Bear doesn't really fit here. Neither does Backpack.
Come with no weapons, leave with big bargains.
No furs.
Your needs. That's good. I
It's
guess.
that time again. Fairy Circle. Yeah, Karst with turbo on it makes the whole board just probably more than twice as fast because of how many activations fuel. The only offense we got out of the enchants was fiery warding glyphs. It is a fatigue build, so I don't specifically need damage enchants to happen. It's just nice when they do.
Made short work of that one.
Next time, make last longer.
Oh, I've had that other fairy statue sitting there. Haven't used either of them. I just need to sell them. Okay, diamond or shield. This is actually tough, but I'm gonna look for improvised shielding.
I want battles without ever striking a blow. Just waited for them to collapse.
Electrified hull isn't bad, but damn it, I did not get it.
If you wield it well enough, a shield can be its own kind of weapon.
Okay, there's furs.
I'll never resell this.
So
Don't know if that'll be enough, but
moonlight. That actually might be a problem.
Of course I can help you, but only if you'll help yourself.
all right.
I need to charge more for my services.
Oh, I can afford it. Shut up. Wow, he's on 9 wins, not prestige broken, so pretty low chance I win.
Face my prey. These are my hunting grounds.
I've considered trail markers in this type of build before, and I've tried it a few times, and it's never really felt good. He's got a fucking shotgun build. This build has been disgusting since it came out, and they've done nothing to address it at any point. Very frustrating. He's got a fucking bronze utility belt to keep it fuel, like, bronze utility belt.
I wish they'd leave me alone.
Awesome. Because bronze utility belt does a full reload. It doesn't just reload 1 or 2 ammo. It does a full reload. Even at bronze. I mean, at least it wasn't, you know, a 2, but... Oh, man. Today has just been a drain. All right, folks. I'm going to wrap just a little early tonight. We're coming up on 4 hours pretty shortly, but I started late today. It's super hot in the office, even with that fan blowing in here. And it's just been there's been a whole lot that happened today, so it's been a rough one. So I'm glad you guys came and hung out tonight for a chill night of some Slice and Dice, a very short FTL run, and a Bazaar run. Tomorrow will either be XCOM or Battle Brothers. And yeah, we'll have a lot of fun, so. Oh yeah, it is very hot. It is right now at almost 10:30 p.m. It is 97 degrees Fahrenheit outside still. So yeah, it's hot. So I'm going to wrap up there. We will be back tomorrow for day 7 of Operation Echo. I'm going to see if I can get the games list done by tomorrow. If not, it'll be ready by the following stream. We'll have the games list up. We'll start doing some raffles, pulling some game codes, and giving those away to all the awesome people who support this community and make it possible to be here for me. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. Thank you for the good times, the good vibes, the good conversations. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Tomorrow, right here in the Echo, where each and every one of us has a voice. Good night. God bless, be good people, and I'll see you next time. Adios.